Hello, everyone. Welcome to experience the power of Tao Healing Hands live session. Our apologies for being a little late to start today. We had technical difficulties, but all is good and we're here now. So my name is Richie Kamal and I am your host for this live tonight that we're bringing to you from Master Sha Tao Center Toronto, from Toronto, Canada. It is always so wonderful and heartwarming to gather in this way virtually. And we really appreciate the community that we get to build together in this 1 hour with individuals joining in from different parts of the world. As you continue to join us live, please drop a comment, let us know where you're joining us from. We would love to connect with you, give you some love and a shout out. So Tao Healing Hands is our focus tonight. If you are already a Tao Healing Hands practitioner, which many people in our healers community are, you know what that means. But if you are not a Tao Healing Hands practitioner yet, and have never experienced healing through this powerful modality before, tonight will be a wonderful way for you to experience it for yourself. I am a Tao Healing Hands practitioner myself, and I have been a Tao Healing Hands practitioner since 2018. Those of you who are also Tao Healing Hands practitioners in the audience tonight, please do share with us in the comments section your healing stories and how becoming a practitioner and healer has impacted your life and those that you are connected with. We'd love to hear from you. So becoming a healer through this modality has helped me in healing myself of depression and anxiety, and it continues to make me feel empowered as I am able to support myself and others in healing and transforming different challenging aspects in life, health issues, and so much more. So it is really exciting to be having this live session tonight, where we will be delving deeper into experiencing the healing and transformational power of Tao Healing Hands. So before we begin tonight's session by inviting in the lead teacher for today, I would love to share with you a very powerful video of Dr. Monique Girard. And she is a certified master teacher and a psychotherapist, and has had her own powerful story of healing through Tao Healing Hands and through the Tao Healing technology. So please allow me to share this video with you. Just give me a moment, please, as I set it up for you.
I am committed to empower people to save their own lives, one person at a time. One beautiful spring day in 1994, I will never forget the phone call that changed the course of my life completely. My older sister called and told me we have lost our sister to suicide. My heart just sank like a stone, and my whole world came crashing to the ground. I started a quest to understand why someone would actually take their own life. I decided to quit my career as a professor at university and I went back to school to study psychology. For nearly 30 years, I worked as a counselor in private practice, as an EMDR therapist, specializing in trauma recovery, and did a lot of volunteer work as a suicide prevention specialist. I witnessed firsthand the suffering of many people in their struggle to find their spiritual, mental, emotional balance in this increasingly disordered world. At times I felt helpless, even with everything I've learned and been trained for as a clinical therapist. People's despair was so deep. I began to suffer from compassionate fatigue and vicarious trauma, and also from burnout, listening to their experiences of trauma and pain, but not being able to help in a way that was fully satisfactory. In 2014, I took a leap of faith and became trained as a Tao Hands practitioner. My life completely turned a new page in the most miraculous ways. When my own son was diagnosed with social anxiety disorder, I struggled in my relationship with him, particularly during his high school days. As an adult, he was having a hard time keeping a job because of his anxiety and panic attacks. Every time he loses a job, he would be in so much emotional pain. It became a vicious circle. For a very long time, I felt desperate and powerless, not being able to help my son with his pain. I felt like I was failing as a mother.
When my mom sent me Tao Hands blessings, I feel calmer. The more I received Tao Hands blessings, I realized that it helped me. Each time I felt calmer.
As I continued to offer Tao Hands light blessings remotely to my son, he became more emotionally stable and can now function at a much higher level and keep a job. For the first time in his life, he moved out from home and can now manage on his own. I knew I had to bring this into my counseling practice and help others in a way I've not been able to do before. I have worked with clients with severe drug addictions, many of them with mental health issues, a history of overdosing, and rehabilitation not always successful. When I offer Tao Hands blessing to support the rehabilitation process remotely on a daily basis, rates of success are much higher. One in particular has been successful in rehab after many failed attempts and stayed drug-free for over a year and now lives a healthier and happier life. I was born to a Métis mother and French-Canadian father. My First Nations heritage has helped me develop a deeper connection with Mother Nature and the Bon Dieu, which means Great Spirit in Métis language. I've always believed there is a higher power that can heal and transform us. Tao is the source, the creator of all life. Because Tao Hands carries the high frequency and healing vibrations of Tao love, compassion, forgiveness, and light, that's why it's so powerful. My life as a mother, a grandmother, as a counselor has never been the same since becoming a Tao Hands practitioner, trained by Dr. and Master Zhigang Sha. Master Sha is the creator of the soul, mind, body, science system and brought Tao Hands to the world. Tao Hands is a spiritual transmission that could help prevent and heal many mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, compulsive behavior, and trauma. It can help bring harmony in relationships and has the potential to transform many aspects of life.
I was inspired by my mother to become trained as a Tao Hands practitioner myself. Now, together, both of us can each use Tao Hands on each other and for ourselves to feel calmer and to help each other. In the past, I felt like I couldn't do anything, and now I feel more hope. Tao Hands helped my mother cope with my anxiety when I was living at home, and I feel that helped me transition from living at home to living on my own, as she was able to gently guide me.
I have served hundreds of clients using Tao Hands with great results. Now I feel so much more empowered to serve my clients as a counselor and to serve my community and my family. I really don't have enough words to describe the joy and gratitude in my heart each time I'm able to help someone get back on their feet, empower them to make better choices in life, feel hopeful for the future, and save their own life, one life at a time. It's priceless.
So that was our short film about the power of Tao Healing Hands. Wasn't it extremely powerful to see the transformation of Monique and her son and their powerful healing story? So up next, we have a very special teaching session for you from our leading teacher, Francisco Quintero. So Francisco Quintero has developed many programs that have healed people deeply all over the world, and he has personally trained and guided the training of close to 7,000 healers globally. He was personally trained by Dr. and Master Jigong Shah, and Francisco has been now serving others using Master Shah's soul healing techniques, Tao wisdom, and teachings for over 20 years. He is also a published author. He has written the Divine Joy book and co-authored with Master Shah the New York Times best-selling Greatest Love book. And Francisco has been featured in many European publications, including on BBC Radio. He's truly a very loved teacher and member of our community worldwide. So it is an honor to have him here lead tonight's session. So everyone, please welcome Francisco Quintero.
Thank you, Richie. Very happy, delighted to be here with all of you. Thank you, Richie, very much. Okay, that story with Dr. Monique just fills your heart. It's so heart-touching. You know, imagine a world where every family member around the world had Tao Healing Hands. It's a tool that you can receive to heal and to transform your life. One second here. Oh, very powerful. So take a moment to please go in the chat and share. How do you feel about watching Dr. Monique's story with her son about Tao Healing Hands? So today I'm going to share a little bit about Tao Healing Hands, but you're going to all experience Tao Healing Hands today. Yes, I'm going to offer you a Tao Healing Hands blessing. Experience it. And we do have some special guests who would join us to share their personal stories. Earlier, I saw from Marilyn a beautiful healing story. Yes, I absolutely love that. There's so many heart-touching stories with Tao Healing Hands. You know, there's Senli's story. There's another video where she also, you know, her life completely transformed with Tao Healing Hands. I myself, for those of you who do not know me, I have been met Dr. Master Jigong Shah 20 years ago. And when I received my empowerment of Tao Healing Hands, it had a different name in those days. It was called Divine Healing Hands. Actually, but even earlier, it was something called Divine Soul Healer. That was the name of the first transmission that I received, Divine Soul Healer from Master Sha. And over the years, it evolved into Divine Healing Hands and then Tao Hands. But let me share with you my story of receiving my, Divine Soul Healer. So I was suffering from high blood pressure. I had healed myself using the techniques of Dr. Master Jigong Sha, using them. My blood pressure was very high, 190/90, consistently. I was teaching mathematics at that time. So I decided to find a different way to heal myself. So I found Master Sha's book. I found one of his teachers. I started to do the practices and it worked for me. But it took me 1 year of practice. It wasn't something like I got one-time healing blessing and I was done. No, it was a journey of healing where I, made a personal effort along with the practices and along with the blessings that allow me to heal, as quickly as possible. So that was about 1 year of disciplined practice. And after I healed myself from high blood pressure, I became curious. I just started to learn more. Who is Master Sha and why are so many people healing? People would heal in front of my eyes from things that you would think were impossible. So I started to become curious, if this worked for me, does it work for others? I started to learn more. And in the course of that, eventually I became, and though this was 20 years ago, I received a transmission from Master Sha called Divine Soul Healer. What does that mean? It is a transmission of light. It is a connection that Master Sha made for me that connected me to divine. And it's permanent. And it's something that you can learn how to activate, like a light switch where you activate. And when it turns on, it sends out beautiful, radiant, spiritual love and light to those who are receiving the healing. This was all very new to me, but I was excited when Master Sha said, "Who wants to become a Divine Soul Healer?" My hand just went straight up. I don't know why, but my soul was calling me to do that. So I signed up for the program. It was a program that we had to register for. And I had the opportunity to meet Master Sha privately. In those days, he had a smaller group of students, so I had a more closer connection, intimate connection with him. And Master Sha, he placed his hand upon the crown of my head. For about half an hour, he was connecting to Source. He was connecting to Divine, bringing in that light into my body. And what I felt was just this beautiful, blissful light that awakened my heart, purified my heart, and I felt this deep cleansing that was happening in my soul, heart, mind, and body. And before you know it, I felt this huge vibration of huge light that just came into my being. It was like a light bulb. And about half an hour later, I remember Master Sha saying, "I had to give a special blessing to bring you back because I guess I just took off and started to do soul travel because heaven felt so good." But that is the transmission. The transmission of light comes through Master Sha and through one of his certified teachers. That light can be activated for self-healing, for healing others, health, relationships, finance, business, the spiritual channels, any part of your life that you are suffering from. And that was the day that I became a divine soul healer. Because I felt like my spiritual channels opened up on that day. Very, very special moment. Why is it special? Because that connection that we have with divine, with Tao source, is very sacred. What I love about the Tao Healing Hands, it's very similar to the story I just shared, except the name has evolved from Divine Soul Healer. It turned into Divine Healing Hands at one point, and then Tao Healing Hands, Tao Hands. But you still receive this transmission of Tao love, unconditional love, Tao light, greatest light. Light heals, rejuvenates, prevents sickness. Forgiveness brings peace to our heart, heals relationships, and more. Compassion can boost our energy. So, what I love is when we become a Tao Healing Hands practitioner, it's not us doing the healing. So, it's not Francisco, it's not Richie, it's the source that is flowing through us through the transmission. It is the transmission of the Tao Healing Hands that is doing the healing. The Tao Healing Hands works by radiating the Tao love, light, forgiveness. It increases the vibrational field inside your body. When you are sick, it's because the vibrational field inside of the body is stagnated, is stuck. There's negative information in there. The Tao Healing Hands comes in, radiates the love light, increases the vibrational field, starts to promote the chi, the energy to flow in your body. It's like opening up spaces in the body, allowing you to breathe. When that happens, the starts to flow in your body and your healing starts to accelerate. Tao Healing Hands removes, transforms negative messages in our soul, heart, mind, and body that are causing some interference in our health, any part of our life. Okay? Now, I'm going to be offering a Tao Healing Hands blessing to all of you, but I would love to know what kind of blessings do you need? Go to the chat and you put what kind of healing you need. What kind of life transformation do you need, okay? As you are all posting, we're going to bring on two guests who are going to share their personal stories. And when they finish their stories, I'm going to come back to offer you the Tao Healing Hands blessing. Okay, so don't go anywhere. We're going to start first with Zakota. And Zakota, you can share your story with Tao Healing Hands. Let us bring on Zakota. Welcome, Zakota.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much, Francisco, for the introduction. I'm so grateful and glad to be here tonight with all of you. So I'll share a little bit about my journey with Tao Healing Hands. So I first received my Tao Healing Hands transmission in March of 2017. And before that, I had actually been guided by a friend to attend an introductory event, kind of like tonight, although it was in person at that time. And she said, just come check out this cool healing modality that I'm part of. And I was interested. But I remember that night, I was actually sick. The night that the event rolled around, I was under the weather. I was sitting on my couch. I was sitting on a couch at my grandma's. And I was like all stopped up. I had a box of tissues. And I was just on Facebook. And I saw the event that my friend had invited me to. And I said, oh, yeah, I was interested in that. But too bad I'm kind of under the weather. And then I just got this kind of like this message that said, it'll be okay, just go. And I was like, really? I should just go like that? But it's raining outside. Like I had all these human thoughts. But I just felt like I knew in my heart, no matter what my mind was saying, I knew in my heart that it would be okay. So I bundled up and went out on a chilly, like October night in the rain. And when I got there, immediately when I walked through the door, before anything had even started, I already felt my head like cleared. It was amazing. It was like when like the light hits the fog on the surface of the sea and it just goes. Or if you've ever seen like an old TV screen where they used to have the static, it was like, and then that just calmed right down. That's how my head felt. So we did some of the practices and I received a divine healing hands blessing at that time. That's what it was called. And I remember it was amazing because I felt literally like my sinuses in my head, it was all stuffed up. And like, you know how you feel like that kind of like pressure you get? I felt the pressure begin to release. I felt my head begin to drain and my sore throat softened until about an hour later, we were still in the class and I checked in with myself. And I said, okay, is this really working? And then I checked out, no cough. My nose had completely cleared, not stuffed up anymore. My sore throat was gone and my head felt clear and I felt amazing. And I went home and I thought maybe I might go back into it, but no, I woke up that next morning and I was completely fine. So I was really curious about what this was and how it worked, and I wanted to learn more about it. And so I decided to come back and continue learning about it. And then I eventually became a Tao Hands healer myself. So it's becoming a Tao Hands healer has really helped me in my personal life. It's been an amazing tool to have on hand whenever, you know, any kind of injury would happen around me or with myself, with my family members or my pets even. Some amazing healing happened for my cats while they were still alive. And I wanted to actually share a brief story about a friend. This was a couple of weeks ago, and we were at this thing. We all do lion dance class together, like lion, like rar, like for Chinese New Year. And we were all preparing for it, practicing the dance. And as part of the dance, you actually, some of the dancers have to hop on the other person's head and like sit on the other person's head. And so this girl, when somebody was coming off, she had somebody land really hard on the middle of her foot. And she was like in a lot of pain. She had to sit out she said, I can't keep going, you know, so she went and she had to sit out. So I went over to her and I asked her if she'd like a blessing, a Tao Healing Hands transmission for her foot. And so she agreed. And we sat down for about 5 minutes or so. And I was just there. I activated my Tao Hands transmission and just closed my eyes and asked her to do the same. And after about 3-4 minutes, she said she felt the pain releasing and that it was feeling actually much better. And then only maybe 10 minutes later, she could stand again. She felt like she was fine to keep walking. And then after only 15 minutes, she felt like she was back to normal and she could continue the class. So she jumped right back in with the rest of us and we kept practicing. So that's just one of a number of amazing things that I have witnessed by activating and using my Tao Hands.
Dakota, I love the lion dance. I think I've hit this the first time hearing the story. Great. Thank you, Dakota.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Thank you for sharing. Okay, amazing. You know, I got to watch them practice one day and it's really strenuous. They do a lot of movement. So I can imagine, you know, being, you know, hit on the foot. Yeah, so great stories. Thank you, Dakota, for sharing that. Okay, so continue, everyone. Put in the chat. I see many of you are already posting what you would like healing for. We're going to have one more guest share their story, and afterwards, I'm going to offer a Tao Healing Hands blessing so that you can experience the power, everyone. But I would love to know what you would like to receive, so I see many comments, so continue to post. And the next story is a bit different. Everyone has different life experiences with Tao Healing Hands. Like Dr. Monique was for her son for anxiety, for mental health. Dakota had for physical pain, using it for others. For some people, it's relationships. We have many people, Tao Healing Hands practitioners from all walks of life and also different professions. Some are chiropractors, TCM doctors. Some, you know, just use Tao Healing Hands for themselves to heal themselves or for their family members. So the next one is from Corey in California, and he's going to share his story. The spiritual channels are also very open, and he receives a lot of information. He's going to share his story. Welcome, Corey.
Hi, thank you for welcoming me. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness.
Share your story, Corey.
Thank you. So for me, I was always looking, I was like, okay, I know where I'm at. I know where my system's at. I know what I can do. And I know the truth of who I am. And I always looked at, when you look at people, I always see people as a vibrational scale of up and down. And some people have little incompletions in different parts. And I was like, what is that missing piece for me? Or there's something that needs a filling in one dimension of my being. What is that? And I kept looking around, and then I heard this name. Well, Dr. Master Shaw. I'm like, well, wait, who's that? And then I'm like, wait, no, wait, not who's that? What's coming through him? That's it. I need that. And then I stopped and I was like, okay, perfect. And then I had my friend, tell me about it. And I had another friend even before her who didn't tell me that she also went through it. And I was like, okay, there's signs are lining up. Everything's lining up. I signed up at like 111. And then I was like, okay, perfect. And I started looking at it and I was like, why are we, really seeking these things? And we're seeking whatever is going to add to the full liquidity of our freedom. And for me, I know one of those pieces was I needed the frequencies that were coming through on some level. And so for me, it was really honoring that, okay, Tao Hands was one of those frequencies. Tao Hands and the information coming through was one of those frequencies that was going to add to what I needed at that moment and at the moment. And I was like, okay, I have no problem looking at something and honoring that is going to be one of my puzzle pieces. And when I see that, I take it and I am so driven. I'm like, I no quorums. I'm like, I'm not going to think about money. I'm not going to think about it. I'm like, I don't care. Give it to me. And it all worked out. It always works out. So, when you see Tao Hands, if you realize that that's one of your tickets to whatever it is you want to create, whether it's an achievement or whether it is a spiritual, mental, or emotional piece in your life, whatever it is, take that and honor it. And you never regret it. You never regret it. There is no misstep when your goal is your freedom. And I saw the transmissions and the frequencies that were coming through. And it was very interesting when you mentioned dance. I always dance and I figure skate, and I noticed it's very interesting. Master Hu talked about the woo world at one point, and I was like, oh my God, the consciousness of ice and the consciousness of woo world, there is a slight difference, but it's so similar. The consciousness of my figure skating and the consciousness of woo world, and I was like, oh my God, there's a similarity there. That it's such a transcendent energy. And I was like, I see where my system is also relating to it on different levels and what I'm getting. And then when I, would go to Kung Fu and I'd go, I'm getting, like I would get the pieces, I get the connection. And for me, it was adding more ahas to the ahas that I had and to the different words for the things that I already knew. And it was great.
Beautiful. Corey, I love your story, Corey. That is the first time hearing about meeting Master Sha. Corey, you just became a Tao Healing Hands practitioner last year. For anyone who is new, how did you enjoy the training part of the program?
I enjoyed the I'm an off and on community person. I like to slip in and slip out, but I enjoyed the unconditional space. And I enjoyed how they allowed me to just be me and come to receive what I came to receive. And there was an honoring of me when I entered that space on all levels. And it made me really excited to be able to honor others who were there too. So I felt that really in my heart. And
beautiful, wonderful, really yeah.
But thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, Kari, for taking the time to be here with us. We honor you very much. The minute I saw you in class, I'm like, I feel like I know this soul from somewhere.
Oh, you do.
So it was good. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today.
Love you, love you, love
Bye-bye.
you.
Take care. Okay, amazing stories from Dakota and Corey. Okay, so I'm going to go here now. I see lots of comments, everyone. I'm going to read a few here. Okay, so we have here Andrea asking for blessings for diabetes. So focus on your pancreas, Andrea, when I offer the Tao Healing Hands blessing. Avi for her digestive system. Marilyn for finances. You know, in the Tao Healing Hands course, in one of the part, there are 3 pathways. In the third pathway, like 3 levels, think of it like 3 levels. In the third one, you learn how to use Tao Healing Hands for finances. Okay, but I will offer it to you. And Evelyn's for eczema, so skin, also lungs. The lungs is connected with the skins as well, Evelyn. Looks like Karen is suffering from COVID, so lungs, respiratory system. Focus on the health condition. So in Tao Healing Hands, in the first part, you're going to learn how to use the Tao Healing Hands for self-healing. How to heal an organ, a system, a body part, a health condition, including things like COVID. Layla for her eyes, for Tash for chest pain, and Chow Chow for finances. Okay, so if you haven't had a chance to post in the chat, just think about it silently in your heart, everyone. Okay, so close your eyes, just sit up straight, and I'm going to offer now everyone a Tao Healing Hands blessing to everyone. Just close your eyes and just be open to receive. Okay, even if this is very new to you, just be open to receive, experience it. Okay, I'm also going to sing what's called my Tao song. So together, Tao Healing Hands with Tao song will create a vibrational field to bring you healing and nourishment. So close your eyes. Tao Healing Hands for everyone's personal request. Tao Healing Hands blessing start. Yo ya yo yo namaya yo. Ya yo. Hey yo. Hey yanmaya yo. Ya 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 yo. Your body. Tao Healing Hands radiates light to you. Yo ya yo na ya yo. Ay ya 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 yo. Ay ya 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 ya. Ay ya 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 yo. Tao Healing Hands. Tao Healing Hands heals your body. Tao Healing Hands heals your soul. Ayo, ya, ya, ya. Ay, 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 yo. Ay, 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 yo. Ay, 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 yo. Ay, 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 yo. Nice breath into your lower abdomen. Release. Notice how you feel in your soul, heart, mind, and body. And we say thank you, thank you, thank you, Source, Divine. Thank you. Open your eyes, everyone. Move your body. Go to the chat and share your personal experience receiving the Tao Healing Hands blessing. Okay. Lots of love, lots of light. Rich, if you could let me share here my screen. I'm going to share with everybody here a slide as people are sharing how you can become a Tao Healing Hands practitioner yourself. Okay, would you love to know how to become a Tao Healing Hands practitioner? And for those of you who are already Tao Healing Hands practitioners, how you could refresh your memory and boost your energy and just relearn some of this material until it gets deeply ingrained in your soul, heart, mind, and body, okay? So continue to share, everybody, and here is how you can become a Tao Healing Hands practitioner. There are 3 pathways, okay? Pathway number 1 is starting in April 24th. You receive the transmission of the Tao Healing Hands. You receive a spiritual protection package. You know, many people are asking for spiritual protection. In fact, right when we were on this call, someone was texting me, a councilwoman from Hawaii wants to receive spiritual protection. And I had to say no. I had to say, take Tao Healing Hands. Tao Healing Hands is the only place where we offer the spiritual protection. Why? Because as a healer, you need the spiritual protection. Okay? So you receive the spiritual protection, you receive the Tao Healing Hands, as well as other transmissions that we will go deeper in the workshop. It is a 1-day workshop on April 24th from Master Sha's Tao Center in Toronto. And then the first focuses on self-healing. Pathway 2, level 2, focuses on healing others. You learn how to heal others. Like Zakota's story where he said how he was healing others with his Tao Healing Hands. That will be in May. And the third is more advanced topics like relationships, finances, business, and more. And that is on June 25th to 26th. So we welcome you to join us, to be with us. Even if you already have Tao Healing Hands, repeat it, learn more, okay, integrate it. Okay, so I'm going to read a few comments and then we are going to welcome Richie back for any final comments here. So Andrea's posted, I had warmth in my lower abdomen and even some hairs on my head slightly moved. Thank you so much. Okay. I don't think I've ever read that one. Oh, that's a great. Yes, the energy is nourishing you, healing you. You know, I felt a lot of people had blockages like in the stomach digestive area today. That's where my Tao Healing has kept like my attention wanting to go there. So a lot of blockages. Work on that, everyone. Sanjay expresses his gratitude. Evelyn says, thank you for the blessings. Eugenia gives her love. Tash said, thank you. It felt warm and relaxed. So our team has posted there, Sean has posted there the link of where you can click on it to learn more about the Tao Healing Hands. There is a level 3 this weekend for those of you who are already completed level 1 and level 2. For beginners, it'll start in April. Here we have a few more I'll read. Avi said, today I saw crystal light coming to my spleen. The digestive system feels light now. I feel peaceful and joyful. For some reason, I feel happy all of a sudden. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you, Avi, for sharing, for being here. And Scott said, I'm feeling calm regardless of all my relationship challenges. This makes it easier to remove attachments. Great relief. Thank you so much. Tao Healing Hands is for every part of life. And just a few more. God and share. Thank you very much. Very grateful that I received this healing. And Layla said, pain in my eye is gone. Feels good. Okay, give Layla a big hand. Her pain is gone. Earlier, she posted she had eye pain, and now the pain is gone. Congratulations. And remember, it's different for everybody. For some people, they have experiences like Layla, pain is gone. I've seen people with like being able to walk from pain where they could not walk. Back pain, frozen shoulders, everything, any health condition, I've seen people heal and transform, including life-threatening conditions. Okay, continue to share, everybody. So thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And we are now going to welcome back Richie for any final announcements, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Love you all. Welcome, Richie.
Thank you so much, Francisco. Everybody, this was such an exciting, dynamic session today with such powerful, beautiful stories from Zakoda and Corey about Tao Healing Hands, bringing that additional light into their life, that empowerment of healing, that missing piece. And it was so powerful to just experience the Tao Healing Hand blessing from Francisco. I personally felt so much light come into my lungs, into my heart, which is what I had requested for. So, continue to share your experience in the comments section. We'll, give some love to your comments and connect with you. If you're watching the replay, the blessing still works for you, and you can receive it and make your request just as you would for a live session. So as Francisco mentioned, it's so exciting for everybody to join the Tao Healing Hands workshop. If you are already a practitioner, you are able to join at a special discounted price for repeaters to refresh your Tao Healing Hands curriculum and to maintain your certification and to empower and boost the healing power of your Tao Healing Hands. So this weekend on March 26 and 27, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Toronto Centre is holding a Tao Healing Hands certification workshop. Those of you that have already done level 1 and level 2 it's going to be perfect for you to join level 3 or the pathway 3. If you have not done level 1 and 2, but really, really want to do this month, we've got you, because we have digitally recorded level 1 and level 2 that you can watch at your pace and join level 3 this weekend still, if you wish to do so. And Sean, our wonderful teacher assistant today, has shared the link for you in the comments section, so you are able to go and check it out, learn more information, and plan accordingly. And also, as Francisco mentioned, if this weekend is too soon for you to plan, you can plan for April for level 1 on April 24th, and then following that in May and June, level 2 and level 3 will also be available. So get planning, get strategizing. This is absolutely an powerful, powerful empowerment for anyone to have in their life and for their loved ones, their community members, and their clients. So once again, thank you everybody for being here today with all of us. It is always so wonderful and heart-touching to gather together in this virtual way. Sending you all lots and lots and lots of love and well wishes for the rest of the week for you. And until next week, same place, same time, bye-bye and take care.